Welcome back to my channel. My name is April Hardeman. I'm the owner of Make It Rain. I do videos on tips, tutorials, and sometimes reviews, and I've actually been doing a review series on memberships and courses in the equine industry. And today I wanted to go over Carson James membership. And this one I'm really excited to share with everyone because he has done such a great job of reaching out to the horse community. I know his brother helps him a lot with the back end of all the fun things. So just kind of seeing what he's done with how he's created everything and what systems he's used. So again, I always do review these platforms within thinking about a user and how they would use it, but also if you want to create membership or course for your business as an equine owner, that you can kind of see how they're creating this type of experience, what they're doing like with badges and such to kind of help, really impact them as a user and help them become a lifer. I don't know if I mentioned much in my review, but Carson does a really great job of his email sequencing, where you're kind of getting new emails as soon as you sign up for the Buckaroo community. You get, your login email. You get some more kind of like warm emails, and you can, find out about his DVDs, or you can find out more about find out more about him. Maybe if there's any clinics coming on, like he's always like, I'm always getting emails about other things going on with what he's doing, so that he's trying to create that relationship, because after you have become a member, that's when you start really building that relationship, and then that's how you become that lifer and such. So, and again, I don't review these videos like whether or not they're good trainers and such. Like that's not what I'm reviewing. I'm reviewing the platform itself, and then I'm kind of reviewing it as a user as well. So let's go ahead and dive into this one. I'm really excited. All right, guys. So today we are recording the Buckaroo Crew. This is by Carson James. He just seemed to have really gotten this down. I know this is a very popular membership website. He has an amazing Facebook group. I know him and his brother have done really well with ClickFunnels. I don't know if they're still using that. Like when I went through some of this process, I didn't see a ClickFunnels thing kind of pop up. I will go over some of the software that I know they're using for their membership website. If this is something that you decide that you want to do for yourself, if you're a trainer, or maybe you want to create a course or a membership, you might be a blogger, but you can show them how you can do that within your passion or your farrier or something. Even you don't have to be a trainer to be having a membership or course website. I am reviewing those mainly just because those are what are out there. I am trying to find others. And if you have any of the suggestions that you want me to review, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to review them. The ones I have been reviewing are the ones that do have free trials, so I can go in there, play around. I have been in Carson James before, and his website, Buckaroo Crew, so I am a little familiar with this one. It's been a while since I've been in it, but just to kind of walk through, when you sign up, you get a 14-day free trial, I believe. Then it's going to be, I believe, $19.99 after that. And as soon as you kind of log in here, he has a start here, which is great. If you've seen any of my past videos, you'll know that if you want to have that retention point where you're keeping members for over, like if you can make them to that year mark, then usually they become really loyal members, and they really appreciate the information you're putting out there. And one of the points of having that retention and growing that type of member is having a great onboarding process. So to have that, you got that start here, so like, oh, I need to start here. There's going to be a great welcome video. This is with you using YouTube. I don't know if all the videos are like that. It shows you how there's the badges. So that's awesome. I know they're really great at sending emails out and really utilizing their email list. They do use Infusionsoft for their email lists, or I know they use it for when you're signing up for this program. which I would assume they use for their emails and such too. I don't have a lot of experience with Infusionsoft, but I know it does a lot of great things. I'm, more experienced with ConvertKit and ActiveCampaign, which I know I could easily jump into Infusionsoft and figure it out really quickly. So that wouldn't be a problem. So let's kind of dive into how this is laid out. So you have your course, your tasks, and your campfires. So your courses are going to be all, within each thing is like a module, and then you're going to have your lessons within inside of them. So he does have like the start here one, which is great for that onboarding process that I just talked about. Kind of give you an idea. And then you can see that you have where you can get each thing marked off, and then I believe after you've watched all the videos within inside that module, that then the module will be marked off. So that is really cool. This is kind of like an accordion style where you have the videos like this. I actually use this a little bit with inside of Harmony Horsemanship Academy for Lindsay Partridge. For some of the courses, not all of them, I sometimes even use the tab option, which you could find on the Rain Cow Horse online training. Now that I've reviewed all these, I kind of have seen different ones that people are doing, and people do similar things and different things. It just depends on how much content and how you want to provide that content. I don't see a lot of text that goes along with the videos. Not that that's, important. I'm not quite sure what player this is. This may be the Amazon one. Oh, no, this is powered by JW Player. All right. I don't have a lot of experience with that one, but I'm sure it just makes, it might be just like a subscription, depending on how much data you have and video. So this seems like this is a lot from like one of his clinics. And that's a great, like if you're trying to figure out how to collect a lot of content for your website, for anything, just go out, like when you're working, maybe put a camera up somewhere. Some of my favorite people to watch, they might not have the best camera, angle or whatever. There's some people on YouTube that they kind of just put it in the right spot for the round pen, and you see the horse when he's in the frame. Sometimes he's not always in the frame, but you see what they're kind of in the process is going through. So some people really want that quality of video, and some people are just like, I really want to learn this. I want to see how you're applying it to different horses. So it just really depends. I'm just trying to see, oops, did not mean to open that. So it just seems like all these ones so far are based like from like a clinic aspect, or he's worked at a lot of places, which is great. Using that content for multiple purposes or multiplying content. Let's see. To get back, we could probably either click on the logo or click on headquarters. And I like how it shows you your progression. So this does seem like more of a training aspect instead of from like a clinic. So that's kind of cool. And this one is really cool, trail riding, because I don't think a lot of people talk about that. I mean, maybe they do, and I just have not seen it. So he's going to go through some objects or obstacles. So yeah, this is more of like a training and lesson instead of like that clinic. And it's kind of, we're going to work through this together. I'm going to explain exactly all the steps. So it's a little different from the beginning one, which is completely fine. I mean, as you grow, things change. So Carson also has this tab called tasks, which I think is really interesting because, there are certain things that maybe you want to learn, but you don't need like a whole course for it. So that is really neat, I think. It's different way to look at it. Because it might be like tasks that you do on a daily, trailer loading at Liberty. That's kind of a cool one. So, and it does even recommend here. So again, with the onboarding process, like, hey, this might seem like overwhelming. So make sure you're starting with that virtual clinic course first. So that's great. And then the next thing is called campfires. And these look like these are live videos that happen within inside his Facebook group, which I think is awesome. So every time I talk about putting out new content, it doesn't have to always necessarily be in your course. new videos inside of the membership, but it could be something like maybe you're doing a Q&A or such with inside a forum, a Facebook group. So he does have a Facebook group, as we've said. It doesn't seem like a lot of the other trainers or whatever that I've seen so far have done. I know Noel Floyd has one. Harmony Horsemanship Academy has a couple, just depending on the course, because she has a couple courses inside of it within, and then she has a couple memberships inside that academy. So she has a couple different ones. And then I was trying to think of anyone. I don't know if Warwick had one. I don't think he did, but I may just be misspeaking. But yeah, like I said, it doesn't have to be, you know, a whole new course, a whole new information. Live videos are great. So I'm sure these just link back, and I love how they're called campfires. Cute. Really staying on brand there with, you know, the Buckaroo crew and stuff. So this is what I really like. I like how you can have your own profile, and then you can talk about like what courses you're progressing in. I'm sure there will be like, if I've completed one, it'll show in here too. If I want to change my password, all this fun information. I love how like this looks like, you know, him or the Buckaroo here before you change your profile. That's really cute, staying on brand. And then another really cool thing is badges. You know, like, oh, I want to get that next badge. So this is really cool, just to show you what kind of badges you could be earning. And I actually, I've worked on a couple websites that do badges too. Harmony Horsemanship Academy does have badges. So these ones are really cool. You know, there's different levels for member. I think someone's like, if you're in the Facebook group, you're a member. It might be like if you finish certain courses, then you could submit a video. So then he talks about in the campfires, he reviews some videos. So yeah, you can just put up the video somewhere, grab that link, and then submit it. Okay, really cool. And again, that's something you can find in other memberships, but I think that's cool how so that software right there, that is actually like a Google survey kind of, you can easily set it up, it's free. You can do that way. Let's go to a toolbox. So these are cool flow charts. So I think this is cool. Kind of how should I work through this process? So, and this is something you can bring to the barn with you. You know, now you've watched all these videos. You may not be able to watch the videos because you don't have any service at the barn, or just trying to hold on to all these things, the horse, the video, the camera. So just having this quickly in your pocket, pop it out, you can see what's going on, or what you need to prepare for, what changes may happen. This is awesome. And then he has his blog where he's got more things. So that's great how he links back to his website. So that's really cool. So then what is also great, I know Warwick had this too, where he had like a video index. You know, you can see that is divided into the categories. You could probably do like a Control F on here, and to find something you can also search. So either one. I'm just so used to like doing Control F, Command F, whichever, to kind of search and find something, but they have a search button within here, a search engine within inside of the, again, they're really pushing, hey, I really recommend you start with that virtual clinic. Awesome, love it. And I know he has some other, so this is the Facebook group. I've been part of it before, and it's really great. Tons of people in there, as you can see, really active. And then there's the CJ round pen. I think the round pen is like another option, like it's an additional $7. And I'm sure in the video he explains what it is more. You can post videos, ask questions, get critiques. It's like more personal coaching from him. So that is an option. So maybe you're only doing it for a couple months so you can get that feedback, or maybe you really enjoy it and you continue to do it. But that is a cool option. You get that more one-on-one for just $7 more a month. I mean, if that's what you're really into, then that's a great option. So now that we've kind of reviewed his website, which I think is really cool, I like how it does show some progress. Even has like a little Facebook Messenger bot down here, so if you needed to message anyone, so that's great. I like that. Of course, he's got all his social media down there. One thing, when you're signing up, you have to use a credit card, no PayPal checkout. I know in the past, I know in the past that doing ClickFunnels, sometimes it's hard to do PayPal. So I don't know if maybe they just don't want to deal with PayPal, or just the program that you're using with is just not, doesn't work well with PayPal, or just something they decided we're not dealing with. My opinion is that you want to have as many options as possible for that person to pay. For me, PayPal is super easy because I don't have to get off the couch or get out of my chair to go get my card, because I know my debit card or whatever don't always like sit right next to me. So then sometimes I actually don't go forward with purchasing something, because now I just don't have it now, and I don't have I'm like, oh, I'll sign up later another time. So that's just to think about. Maybe is your user going for that, but then maybe it's like, well, then if my user doesn't really want to sign up, then they shouldn't sign up in the first place. I don't know. It's just different thought processes. It's just something to think about. So Carson James uses eLearn Commerce for his website, for his membership website. You can kind of come in here and search through it to see if this is something that you would be interested in using. So eLearn is a plugin that you can plug in with WordPress, and it's just, another membership option. I don't have a lot of experience with that. Not saying that it's a good or bad thing. Just I haven't had a client that's used it, and so I just haven't had to use it yet. And I like to come in here and learn more about certain ones. I like how it had some progress in there where you could have that accordion, you can check it off, and you can see how far along in the process they were. I don't think I saw any quizzes or any of that progress stuff, because you know how I like those kind of things, creating that experience. But there might be like that LMS that I've been talking about. So they do have different types of layouts, learning paths. So that's really cool. It seems like it makes it really easy to learn something or to build something like that. Overall, I really like how his is laid out. I really like how him and his brother have really come together to make an awesome website. I think the courses are great. I feel like there's a lot of content with inside of this. Sorry, my dog is whining in the background. I believe there's just an amazing amount of content inside of here. Yeah, overall, I think he's done a really great job. All right, guys. Well, I really hope you enjoyed that review on Carson James membership, the Buckaroo community. I just think it's really neat how he's kind of created that kind of experience. And I love the badges just as a user myself. And then as a builder, I have liked to implement that for credit systems and such. So I think that adds to the experience. I think he has a great way of having like, here, start here. This is where you need to start. And I think that's very important, because when you join a membership or such, and you can kind of sometimes get overwhelmed because there's just so much. People have been members for a while and like they know what's going on. And then he has the Facebook community. So if you have any questions, and other members can help, and he dives in there and does some Facebook Lives and such. So I think that is really great. But yeah, let me know what you thought. And if you are, if you're a member of Carson James membership, or if there's any ones that you want me to review, please let me know, because I've got a couple already recorded, but I know there's tons out there, and I'm really interested in learning more. All right, I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.